to this. So the meat diet, the all meat diet, you lost weight, and that alone, getting rid of excess body fat, it oftentimes will help with a lot of things. But also, you eliminated all these inflammatory foods.
I seem to have recovered from all the inflammatory conditions. So I had very bad gum disease, which is not good for your cardiovascular system.
What is gum disease? What do you mean?
Well, your gums recede and they bleed, and it happens when people age. That's the theory. And I had 3 surgeries to control it because, your gums will recede all the way and then you lose your teeth. It's like, it's not good.
Right.
And plus, you're way more likely to have heart trouble because of it, because it indicates a systemic infection.
Yeah.
And so I had that for like 20 years, and that's incurable, and it's completely gone.
Completely gone, meaning the gums came back?
No, because they never quite grow back, but there's no inflammation and no bleeding. That's all gone. And no irritation.
Interesting.
So that's interesting. And I had psoriasis, and that's gone. And I had peripheral uveitis, which caused my right eye to be full of floaters because there's inflammation on the bottom producing like tissue production, and that would fill the aqueous liquid in my eye, and I could see all these floaters all the time. And that's pretty much gone completely. And I lost 50 pounds in 7 months, and now I weigh exactly what I weighed when I was 23. And I don't have an ounce of excess body fat, and what else? The sides of my legs were quite numb for like 2 decades.
Sides of your legs were numb?
Yeah.
Were you having back pain?
No.
No back pain?
No.
Not at all?
No back pain. But that went away. So now they were hard. They got hard and rigid and kind of old, because you see that in older people, that their muscles start to rigidify and so forth, and that's all gone completely. That's completely flexible again. And
And you've been on this diet now for
5 years.
5 years?
Yeah.
And it's just meat?
Yes. Although there were times when I was eating some other things, but that didn't seem to work very well. So
what other things were you trying?
Low-carb vegetables, primarily.
Like greens, mushrooms? Did you eat mushrooms?
No,
tubers?
it was mostly greens.
Any fruit?
Some, yeah. I miss fruit a lot. I miss a lot of things, but c'est la vie.
So when you introduced fruit, that was an issue?
When I was still really sick in August, and I was eating some more things because I thought, oh, Christ, I'm so goddamn sick that I don't care. I'm going to get something positive somewhere.
Right.
So I started to eat some other foods, but my daughter convinced me to stop that entirely again, and another number of other things happened, and I started to feel better. Like in the mornings when I woke up for like 2 years, it took me like 4 or 5 hours before I could stand up. Like it was,
and
it was awful.
This is coming off of benzodiazepine.
It's hard to say. I don't know what happened because, like I said, I was sick when I started taking them.
So do you think a lot of this
certainly
is
going
pressure?
off them was... I really don't know, Joe. When you get sick and you don't know what it is, you actually don't know.
But it seems like stress,
my mother,
right?
My mother and my sister were worried when I decided to go on tour again. We decided to plan this tour back when I was still literally so sick I couldn't stand up. And we thought, we're going to live like this is going to come to an end. So we planned this tour. My mother and sister were quite worried about it because they thought that the last tour was part of what stressed me out. But I don't believe that. I really liked it. Like, I thought it was a really affirming experience, and like, it was intense, but I'm not interested in sitting around relaxing. I don't even know how to do that, really. Even if I have time off, I don't relax. Like,
well, enjoyment and stress, they're often the same thing.
Not if you're doing what you love.
But even if
I know it can be too much.
Love,
yeah, but what do you do instead? What do you do instead? Like, I relax. What does that mean? I have a pontoon boat. I go out on my lake. We look at the sunset. I love that.
I'm not saying you should do anything different.
I know,
but I'm saying physiologically, enjoyment and stress often come hand to hand.
Yeah.
Because some of the things that you enjoy doing are challenging, and challenging things create physiological stress.
Yeah.